Hi, good morning. It's Wednesday morning, and yes, I'm probably wearing the same thing I was wearing yesterday. But it's Thursday morning. When I got up this morning, I checked the temperature, it was 42. It was a little bit warmer than yesterday. So I put on the big jacket, get warm. I am sweating like crazy underneath here. I just did my lap, walked. I did, it's almost 4 miles. Got up a little bit earlier today, and I got it going. Right now, I'm going to do my stretching and limbering up, getting ready to go, get the back all ready to go, get the shoulders ready to go, and then we're going to get going with our deadlifts and our pull day. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. I finished all of my warming up exercises, stretching my shoulders, get everything done. As soon as I finished, I had to go to the big boy bathroom. And I tell you what, when you're all sweating underneath here and you have to go to the bathroom, it's not it's not really nice to take all this off and be all cold. And anyway, so we're gonna start off with deadlifts. We're doing black band, 10, 12 reps just to warm up, get going, and then we're gonna hit right into that yellow band and just really hit it. So pulls coming up. Okay, just 10, 12 easy reps, getting things going, getting everything activated, ready to go. We're going to redo that. All right, just 10 slow controlled reps, getting everything ready to go. All right, that was just 10 slow reps. I did a modified bent row deadlift at the same time. Really started to moving off with the back, pulling, and then just coming up and really activating everything, kind of like a little shoulder roll in the end, just getting everything activated, ready to roll. Yellow band coming up. Oh. 19. Oh my God. Whew. Kind of zoned out there for a minute. Really kind of just got in that moment and just feeling all that tension throughout my whole body. Whew. Whew. All right, we got bent rows, pronated, coming up next. Whew. All right, next up, talking with this hood on, it kind of echoes inside there. All right, next up is going to be bent rows, light gray band, short bar. And I put the blocks there to give me a little bit extra height, to get a little bit bigger stretch at the bottom end of the movement. Obviously pulling up it's the lighter band, so I'm gonna get a lot more reps, especially doing it pronated over the top. But towards the bottom, I really want that bigger, long stretch at the end where I'm getting a little bit more tension at the bottom. And like always, New Age mouthpiece, I recommend this, especially for X3. Just my recommendation to get those last couple reps, really just biting down on that jaw, getting everything locked in. I like to keep my chin down and just really get into those last couple reps. And this really helps out where you're not all or gritting on your teeth or something. So the New Age mouthpiece really works. And it is a little breezy out here still. 25 total pulls with that. Whew. Just trying to keep the contraction as constant as possible. Whew. All right, got a good break. We got curls coming up. All right, we're going with the white bar, light gray band, elbows right at the hips, palms facing up, not in. Oh. Oh. 35 total with those. Standard curls, followed by forearm curls. And I said, just always coming up, keeping those elbows in, and just squeezing those biceps as hard as you can, and just keeping all that concentration of your brain into your biceps to keeping them as tense as possible. And just doing this right now, I can feel them screaming because I'm squeezing them. Just afterwards, just do a bunch of these without a bar or anything, just squeezing your biceps and isometric. Whew. All right, we got big breaks coming up because we got split squats to finish off today's exercises. All right, break time's over. Time to get the split squats done. Starting out with right leg because that seems to be the weakest with the hip and the knee. So I want to put all the good energy into that. $21. Still slowly coming back with the legs. Not going over the top, fall down fatigue at this point. Still working on that knee. Whew. All right, time to quit stalling and get the last one done. Whew. All right. Whew. That concludes Thursday morning, full day. It was a good day. Not as cold yesterday as it was, but I still suited up heavily with the big jacket when I went for my walk. And I found a route that gave me another half mile and a quarter mile longer. You know what? I might extend it out even a little bit more if I can get my butt up earlier in the morning. The problem is sleeping so good when the alarm goes off, I don't want to get out of bed. I think that's probably about like 99% of the world. But slowly getting myself up earlier every time, getting out. That way I can get my workout done, get everything done before my wife gets up and needs assistance for the day. Whew. So it was a good workout. If anybody wants to see the warm-up routine that I do, it's a little yoga routine, and it's not as stretching as it is a fluid movement routine where you're swinging back and forth using your core, letting your shoulders fly, and you're doing some movements like this, getting everything going. Not really stretching, but you're just getting all the muscles kind of activated, ready to go. And then I do my 10 or so reps with the black band, either the chest press or with the deadlift, just to let the muscles know what's coming next when I get ready to hit it with the yellow band. This week with the bent rows, I'm just doing the overhand pronated with the light gray. It's feeling pretty good, especially really coming up as far as you can and really squeezing it and holding that squeeze as you're letting it back out and getting a big stretch at the end. And then with the curls, same thing. I'm doing light gray band with the wide bar, with that short bar, because I got wider shoulders and I got wider hips. And I'm sure there's lots of people out there that have the same problems. I don't like my hands in so much with the bar going kind of sideways across your fingers. I want that bar going straight across. So that's why I got the longer bar. Able to lock those elbows down and just really use this as your lever while you're using your bicep to really pull that up. And then obviously once you hit total fatigue, then I'm switching over as fast as I can and trying to get some forearm curls out of that at the end. And then I'm doing some hangs on the pull-up bar afterwards, some pronated kind of going up, getting that really tense, and then slowly stretching it out to where I'm just really stretching all the biceps, everything is hanging there as long as my grip will allow me to hold. Doing that like 3 or 4 times afterwards, just a stretch exercise after to lengthen that right there. And then split squats. I said it's still progress coming back from messing my knee up months ago with a combination of doing the front squat wrong and then playing disc golf where you're twisting on that front knee, and somehow I sprained my interior cruciate ligament, whatever it is. So it was sprained pretty bad. I mean, there was a couple days where I could barely walk at all, and then it's slowly coming back to where I don't feel it at all. Occasionally there's times when I'm walking and I just make a little move like this to turn, and I just kind of like pivot my feet a little bit, and I can feel a little twinge in there, let me know that it's still healing. So I'm not pushing it super heavy with the legs right now. Getting a lot of work with the legs anyway, doing all the walking that I do in the morning, and then finishing off with this. Everything you're doing with the deadlift, you're using your hamstrings, you're using your glutes, you're using your quads obviously to stabilize yourself. Same thing when you're in that bent over row, you're using your quads and your hamstrings to stabilize yourself while you're doing those. And even with the curl, when you're up here, you're using all of your quad muscles and your core and your hamstring and your glutes to really stabilize yourself while you're doing your curls. So I am getting the leg work in. Obviously I would like to get a little bit heavier, but we will not injure ourselves, at least not purposely, to make any gains. Accidentally, sometimes that happens. For those people that are experience problems with the deadlifts, if you just started doing this X3 program in the past couple months, you'll notice that low back is just way tiring out. And you're like, oh my God, I learned the hard way. And I don't know what month it was, week, 32, somewhere around there, that I was really doing those half pulls like Dr. J talks about. But to me, I don't think the deadlifts should be done any half pulls, because you're going to failure, and then what happens is your core and everything kind of breaks down, and then you're straining yourself. So to me, with the deadlifts, you always want to just finish that last one that you can get all the way up, boom, and then just lower it back down as slow as you can, and you're done. I would not recommend until that back is really strong, and that's going to take you 12 months or so of continually doing this for those core muscles, those back muscles, your glute muscles, your hips, your hamstrings, everything, to really get strong enough to do this, especially if you're going to do any of the half pulls. And I don't even do that, and I'm on week 89. I don't even want to do the half pulls, just because I don't want to take a chance of injuring that hip again, which still gives me little problems every now and then, which I have to get on the foam roller or the lacrosse ball and kind of roll that little sore muscle out. So just my recommendation of doing this on a continual basis. Other than that, take it to fatigue. Learn what fatigue level is. You don't always have to try and make your personal best every time you get out here. In the beginning, when I first started doing this, every time I was making a personal best, like, oh my God, I'm just going up and up and up and up. I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna be hitting that elite band in no time. But once you get to your maximum, it's a whole lot harder to continually gain once you hit that max level of what your muscles can contract and do. And after that, it's a slower process of doing it. And there's weeks where, excuse me, still got that sinus drain, where you're doing just a recovery week, where you're just taking it to fatigue and, a little bit past fatigue. And then there's a couple weeks where you're just really bombing it out and you're getting those last little ones that you can barely get. And then you go a week or so where you're just doing to fatigue and not really past it. And it gives your body those ups and those downs at least like I said, like a plateau. Sometimes it's good to drop down to a lower band and really get more reps. Sometimes it's good to jump up to a heavier band and just try and bang out 15. If you're getting 25, 30 with the other band, maybe just try and bang out 15 with that heavier band a couple times, and then jump back to your regular band, and you'll see some progress there to break through that barrier. Whatever works for you, find it works. For me, like I said, I like bouncing around the bands a little bit, changing the exercise up a little bit, but always I'm trying to take it to fatigue. And this week, since I'm eating this week, I'm trying to take it to fatigue and really trying to just work it out as hard as I can. Next week, when I go to my fasting week, I will not take it so much into the fatigue, deep into the fatigue, just to the fatigue, and let it rest right there. So I've been thinking about giving a preview. Obviously, I've had this cutting weight sauna suit for a week and a half now. I love it. First thing I do, I put it on in the morning. I did find out, and I knew this, but I had to remind myself. I put on some nice tight shorts, because when you start sweating and you're walking and you get the athletic rub that happens for a lot of guys, and then you get that little chafing, that is not fun. And then obviously for the rest of the week, you're walking around all bow-legged. So if you're gonna wear these and you're gonna do any walking exercises, make sure that you get those tight athletic shorts underneath so that you don't get that athletic rub. I learned that lesson the hard way. And I knew it because I've always had that problem. But I just wasn't thinking. I was more concentrating on getting this thing on in the morning and getting my walk done and getting the sweat going, because it is sweating really good right now. So I've been thinking about just doing a quick preview just to see what, and that's all I have on underneath. I can see that some of this is going away. I can tell my arms are actually, it's kind of weird. I feel like I'm getting skinnier, but I'm getting more definition. So that is for your mental, when you want to be all big and strong, and then all of a sudden you look at your arms like, oh my God, am I getting smaller? No, I'm just losing all that baby fat, and I can feel it in the shoulders, and I can feel it up here, especially when I look in the mirror, and it looks like I'm thinning out a little bit, but I'm not losing no strength. I am definitely not losing any strength. I'm actually getting stronger as it is, but I'm losing this, and that breeze is really drying me out right now. I can feel all the sweat just evaporating really quick. So this is going bye-bye, and that's what I'm hoping with this, and obviously with my cardio, with my walking in the morning and everything, this will go down even more. Been working on this next week. So, whew. Really like that sauna suit, man. I think it really works. So, I think I'm actually looking a little bit better. Need to maybe get some sun, looking a little white after all the heavy rain and no sunshine this winter, because I've been hiding either inside or all suited up because it's been cold out here. So not looking too bad, looking a little bit leaner than what I have been in the past. And this is what I'm really working on, getting this down, and then I can get some more stuff to pop out. So quick preview. Hopefully we'll do a big reveal in what we got 2.5 more weeks before we do a total review of the sauna suit and see how much I've lost between when I started wearing that thing and this. So I thought I'd just do a quick pop up here. Kind of weird not to be working out with, with all the clothes on, because I'm usually out here without my shirt on and everything, but really want to get that heat, get that thermogenic going, and really sweat stuff out. So thanks for listening to me ramble on. Always rambling after my workouts. I'll see you back here tomorrow for push day, and we'll get some pushes on. Get it done, go live your life, and I'll see you tomorrow.